this is Tractor Supply in New Jersey. See? And it's on Old English Town Road. Okay, this disaster of a desk is like this because I have so much stuff to start a dynasty. By dynasty, I mean garden. Alright, so these pretty cool looking 36 pop-out reusable and 16 pop-out reusable trays. I'm going to try by Burpee. I don't know anyone who's used them. I've never seen them at Home Depot or Lowe's, but they were at Tractor Supply. So I got those. I got 136 and 2 16s. In addition to that, I have this one is just a 72 pod self-watering system. So I've done the cells before, but I've never seen one in a pack that has this whole seed starting system and will do peat pods. Between the two, I will be more than straight. I grabbed some stuff from Burpee. I know I swore I wouldn't get any more seeds, but I'm missing an entire box of seeds from my seed bank, so all of my organic lemon cucumber and slicing cucumbers that survived 2 years of blight are gone, which is really disappointing. But these are random things that I thought we could try that I've never done before. So I got some thyme. Instead of getting the thyme from Eagle Rooftop, I just grabbed my own thyme, dill, and garlic chives. Garlic chives we grow at Eagle Rooftop. I could go grab seeds, but we'll just start our own. Bunching onions. These are blushing purple ones. So they're not like the store-bought white scallions, marigolds, because we could always use some anti-pest flowers. Okra. I don't eat okra, my dad does. He didn't request okra for the actual farm, but I thought, why not? So that's the spineless ones. And for mom, so she stays off our tail, and to make her happy because we're digging up half her yard, watermelons. But we got bush sugar babies, so they are supposed to grow bush and not spread out. So that's added. This is all of my gardening supplies from my house, which I'm just going to bring to the plot. I don't think I'm really going to do much of my garden this year. My garden, maybe I'll throw some stuff in just for the building that the building could use, onions, stuff like that. I'll probably let Chris just take over my buckets, but this is, sorry. I've got bone meal, and these red containers are awesome. They're from Costco, and that's what their Costco brand soap pods used to go in. However, they recently, in the past month, started selling the pods in a plastic bag, and it sucks because they melt and they stick together, and they think they're doing me a great thing by getting rid of these plastic jugs, but the plastic jugs are reusable, so Costco, please bring them back because they're really great for the home. So my bone meal is in here, and my diatomaceous earth is in here, and then I have another one of these that is filled with blood meal. So I do have more blood meal. And garden gypsum was just good for loosening clay, and we have all clay soil at the house. And then I purchased these about 3 years ago, but they are pretty awesome. They came in a pack, and I don't know how good they are for outdoor growing, but for indoor, it's made out of almost the same, it feels like the material they use for shipping bags, but they do have holes in them for ventilation, and they are grow bags, and they're think they're listed as 1 gallon, but in actuality they hold almost 3 gallons. So if you fill it all the way and you don't roll the edges. But I like them because they're really great for, you can start a plant off in there and then you can literally like lift the plant and add dirt. And just like, instead of repotting in different pots, you can start off a small plant with the sides rolled down. And as that plant matures, you can either lift it and add dirt under it or just keep piling dirt on top, like with sweet potatoes, and unravel the sides. So I might do some sweet potatoes in these. Who knows? They're not huge for sweet potatoes, but any potted plants, we could do some, you could do, fill one of these with dirt and every week start a new bag of onions. How about that? What else do we have over here? Clear containers that I've been saving because it is sweet potato slip time. So, sweet potato slips. I do need to make them. In the past I've used water. I've seen a few tutorials that tell you how to use soil. We tried soil last year and it did not work at all. I'm going to try again with another one. Uh-oh. These are getting mildewy because the baby ones are a little wet. That's what happened in that container. Covered in mildew. So those are no bueno. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, so these potatoes were from the local farmer's market on the corner. They are what I traditionally call Korean yams. I said Japanese yam, and someone of Korean descent corrected me. And were a little irritated when they did, so I've been calling them Korean yams. If you're in the store, some people will say Asian. One guy said Oriental, and I was like, I'm not calling it that. But yeah, these are small, standard, organic sweet potatoes. They are light orange, and they look to be light orange inside. What I'm going to do is place them in the soil in these clear containers to start them off for slips from soil. I might do one still of each variety in water just as a, safety measure, since I'm used to doing that. Everything's really crowded right now because also there was a flood in the apartment, so a lot of stuff is down here that shouldn't be. Now these, I stopped at one specialty store. First I went to Chinatown. I was looking for purple yams, right? And I just couldn't find them. Now, I was told purple yams are white on the outside and purple on the inside. And when I was in Chinatown, the guy's like, you're not going to find them this time of year. They're gone and they're super expensive. They're like $8 a pound. And I was like, yeah, and I know. I just need them. So I was looking for little shriveled up white ones that have little flecks like this on them. The horizontal ones. I don't know what they're called. You can see them more on this one. But then I went to a specialty stop in Red Hook, found these, and it was serendipitous. I got out of my car, I went to go get coffee, and my brain said, don't forget your Masonic book because you're supposed to be practicing this week, and you told yourself you were going to practice at work whenever you had time. So I go back and I get my book and I cross the street and I walk into the coffee shop and I find these sweet potatoes. And they were just in a bin. So they are purple on the inside, but they're also dark purple on the outside. I'm going to look up the name and put it up here. These are the ones that are purple on the outside and whitish off yellow on the inside. Those are from our corner store. These are from Whole Foods. Anyway, to finish my story, forgot, I left the shop with these in hand. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so glad I went into this coffee shop to study, and I found these, and I stand there and I look up, and above me is this sign with a golden anvil. And it says golden anvil around the corner. I'm standing under Tony C's sign. He's a mason, I believe with Phoenix Lodge or Amos, and he is a master metalsmith, and he has a metal garden over there that we set up where you could see all this stuff, and he kept inviting me over for a while, and everyone in the lodge, and I couldn't go because I was on my road trip. And when I finally got back, it was over. So I thought it was all serendipitous that all happened because I did what I was supposed to do, what I told myself I was going to do, and I stuck to it. And pulling out that Masonic book and sitting down for a cup of coffee got me these sweet potatoes, and I got to hang out in Tony's garden for an hour, and he showed me all of his new metal sculptures, which were pretty damn awesome. Alright, moving on. I went to Whole Foods. I got this. I have pictures of what I've got, but this bright red sweet potato is different than our other sweet potatoes. It's more pink. I think it's a garnet sweet potato. So we're going to do that. I got this onion to help ripen these. I don't know. Maybe we'll grow that kind. Got these 3 baby organic shallots, which I'm also going to grow. And then I found these sweet potatoes, which I thought maybe they were the Okinawans, because they are white on the outside and I think purple on the inside. But based on these ends, I think they're white on the inside, like the sign says. And this is one other kind of sweet potato that they had, which looks pretty darn similar to the other one. However, you can see this one's a little darker and more russet when you shake it in the light, and this one is duller. So yeah, and it has different markings on it. This one's definitely a little different. Anyway, that's where we are. These, and I noticed at Whole Foods they have different types of the Korean/Japanese one. This one has a deep, dark color on it that makes it purple. So when people said purple yam forever, I thought they meant this one. But there's also a version that is more reddish, and Whole Foods had both of them. The bright red one that is white on the inside, and the dark red purple one that's white on the inside. They then had these, which are purple on the outside, purple on the inside. They have these, which are white on the outside, white on the inside. And I cannot find the Okinawans that are white on the outside and purple like this on the inside. That's my last one that I want, but all of these are going to be used for making slips. I might roast, if I could spare, I'd like to roast one of these and try it. And this purple one is it's feeling pretty deep and fibrous, but I'm going to try and roast this one. So it's all mayhem, but it's about to get underway. I've also got one bulb of organic elephant ear garlic. When I was in the store at Tractor Supply getting these seeds, I saw sacks of potatoes, I saw sacks of onions, and the prices were just crazy. I didn't want to buy a $60 bag of onion starts or garlic starts, so I just grabbed one bag. So hopefully we'll get something decent out of that as well. And for now, I'm leaving these separate so I can visually see them as different, and just keeping the rest of the stuff in this bag over here because the onions are in there and I'm hoping it'll help them sprout a little. You see? That's everything. Now that I've made this video, I can probably actually put them all in the same bag because I'll be able to recognize them from the video. And that one I don't want to ripen anymore because How's that looking? That's the start of a garden or dynasty.